Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're the United States of the world. We're on a mission to banish poverty. We're an emerging nation. We've been around about 4.5 years, putting in solid foundations, and we're now expanding our economy to improve the liquidity and value of our currency. That'll benefit all our citizens, and anybody can become a citizen. Just roll up, register, prove you're a real person, and that's all there is to it. There's no fee, no obligation. We are also a non-separatist community. That means we don't separate people based on what they look like, where they come from, what language they speak, color, class, creed, gender, anything at all. We just see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, all individually unique, so all having something unique to offer our community, or therefore of equal value to our community. Okay, we'll have a little affirmation that helps us with that non-separatist ideology in just a moment. But before that, we'll have a little prayer to help us find what everybody truly seeks in life, even though many people don't know it, okay? And that's happiness. We all want to be happy, not just short-term pleasure, talking about that inner peace, love, bliss, that just can't be destroyed. And it is what people are searching for. There are people that have got loads of money and they're still searching for something. They don't know what, they don't know how to get it. And it is that happiness that fills that hole inside you. And you can't buy it. You can only get it through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that it attracts into your life everything else you want and need. So you don't have to stress out about chasing money or making sales, or that, it'll all just start working for you. Okay, the more you share love and abundance and be of loving service to others, the more you'll find your own cup will overflow with happiness. So that's what our very short little prayer's about. So welcome to you, whether you're watching live or whether you are watching the recording. A lot of people watch the recording because 7 p.m. London time isn't a convenient time for everybody. But when you are watching, it's nice if you can pop in the comments, your name and where you're from, so that everybody can see who's here. And also, if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments and we'll do our best to answer them. Okay, let's have a quick look who is here now before we get to that little prayer. We've got Peter from Cameroon, we've got Lewis from Portugal, Ron from Amsterdam in Holland, Peter from Kettering in England, Eric from Quebec in Canada, Richard from Devon in England, Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland, Maureen from London in England. Okay, let's welcome you all again and get straight into our little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member, that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world, as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay, right. We have been working diligently today, and I'm really pleased with what we've achieved. I'm hopeful that we'll have the pre-launch for the Easy Team Builder early next week. It's not a promise, okay? Before you say, oh, you promised it would be, no, it's not a promise, but I'm hopeful that it will be available early next week. And I'm hoping that we can get another splash page done for that program, for the Easy Team Builder, for the time that it launches, or the time that it pre-launches even, and see what we can do in that short period of time, which will allow you to make sure that we maintain the integrity of the We Share Abundance genealogy when people are joining. I'm also hopeful that the changes now that we've made in the 777 plan will be uploaded tomorrow. Once again, not a promise, hopeful. But if they are, then I'll be working diligently on the page and the video and the compensation plan explanation, because it will differ from anything that we've had before. Not drastically, but it does need pointing out what the differences are. So I'm looking forward to getting both of those things done. And I'm looking forward also to getting some progress on the recruitment tool, referral tool, whatever we're going to call it, so that that can be ready very soon after we launch, not pre-launch, but very soon after we launch the Easy Team Builder, because it is one of the main parts of that plan. It is a complicated piece of software to design, and I'm hoping that it will be ready not too long after we launch, and we can get everybody using it. Fun Miracles, I've not chased up. I need to find out what they've been up to, because I think it's a couple of weeks since we paid them. We ought to be able to see something along the design levels there. So I'll be looking to get in touch and find out what's going on with them tomorrow. We're working on all these fronts and moving forward. It's very, very exciting times. And I believe we are poised for some dramatic growth. And of course, with growth, the liquidity of the currency improves, and your income will improve, even if you're passive, but particularly if you are active, and everybody should be active when we get that Easy Team Builder up and running. Very low cost. It'll only take you less than 10 minutes a day. And I'm pretty sure that if you apply yourself to it, it will repay you many, 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 many times over. Okay, have we got anybody else in? Yeah, I think we have. What were we up to? I think we were up to Maureen from London. We've got Nankiepin from Nigeria, Norman from Doncaster, England, Carl from New Zealand, and Derek from Wado City, Nigeria, Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA, and Alan in from Joburg in South Africa. Okay, so that is pretty much where we're up to on that. I haven't sorted out the tracking for the Turnkey Cash Cow, but I am going to be pushing more traffic there, and hope that I get the tracking sorted out, because I need to get some traffic in for those people. The last one we got, very, very difficult when you don't get the tracking right to see exactly where we are, but we had a lot of people, probably over, it was definitely over 25% that arrived at the registration page, but I'm not sure how many actually registered because, as I say, the tracking wasn't working. But I don't know. I will be wanting to get that sorted out while the traffic is coming. You order it, there's always a delay of a few hours, 24, 48 hours. So it'll give me time to work on that, and hopefully we can get that sorted and tracking properly so that we know not only how many clicks we got, but where they went after clicking, whether they went on to something else and so on. So that is something that I'll be working on tomorrow. Today I did work on and upload the changes to the ShareHope homepage, and that is now more congruent with the splash page that we had built that people in general like. So hopefully that'll improve conversions as well. Working on that splash page isn't the easiest thing. Actually, not on the splash page, on that home page isn't the easiest thing, because well, I don't know why, but it doesn't always do what it's supposed to do when you're doing things. Even if you just get the whole code and delete everything and put the whole code in, for some reason it doesn't always come out as it should. So anyway, I think it's in a better shape now than it was, for congruency with the splash page. See, we've got John in as well from Puebla in Mexico. We also have another splash page now. This is just the first rough of it, because all I did was I said to Mo, I said, I don't have time to pick out things from the page, but it would be interesting to see what you pick out, what you think would be good to go on the splash page. So it will need some work, but I wonder where it is. Let me see if I can find it, and then we can do a screen share. I think it's in this browser. Yeah, it is. So let me do a screen share. Screen window, this one, share. Okay, so you should be able to see that now. We can, of course, change anything on it. We can change the image, although actually images with ladies on always do better than images with men on. Doesn't matter whether you're targeting women or targeting men. For whatever reason, if you got a lady on the page, it generally speaking does better than having a man on the page. Okay, anyway, that's beside the point a bit, but we've got the lady there with a fistful of dollars, not Clint Eastwood, and free money. I think that's a good headline there. Log in to We Share Abundance each day and claim free money. Sign up now and verify your email and ID to receive an instant $2. I think that needs revising a little bit. Also, this become elite members needs to be changed or downplayed, because people think becoming elite members means they've got to pay, and of course it doesn't. They can work their way up there, and they've got to be active elites as well. So maybe we need to change that, but it says become elite members and log in to claim $5 every day. But that isn't really the main point, although he's got it in there. This is what he's picked out of the page. No fee or obligation to become a citizen. Random elite members receive award from 25 to 100 every month. 4 optional plans available for huge income. All 4 can be joined for just $29.75. So That is like a first effort. So comments on that? I don't know. Yeah, he's got it here. I'll put this link in for you. You can have a look at it, feedback, ideally through support, because if it's in comments here, it will get lost after we close the live. But anything in live now that you can think of that you think should be done with it or whatever, then we can have a look at and discuss. If I can get back to where we are. Where are we? Here we are. Yeah, here's the link for it so that you can ponder over it a bit more. And of course, you've put it in as ShareHope. It isn't ShareHope, it is just for the, basically it's for the Why We Share Abundance page. So that is what it'll link to. So we need to make it congruent with that, but pick out the best points from that. So here we go. What else have we got? Let's see, we've got a few more people in, I think. We've got Werner in from South Africa, Kingsley from Manchester, England. And we've got a question here from Derek in Nigeria. It says, question, in the 777 spillover plan, when a new member place a username in the assisted entry box, is it supposed to duplicate the username into position 2 and 3 and without any pass up from position 2 to the sponsor? It won't necessarily go into position 2 and 3. But if it is somebody that goes into position 2 and it is passed up to the person and he's already got past the qualification to get into level 2. I mean, he can have bought level 2, but you still need to get into that qualification to get his money back. So if he's passed that qualification, then it won't necessarily come back to the same person. It could do, but it could go back to somebody else, and it could go back into position 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, qualifying somebody for level 2. But yeah, it is possible that it could bounce back to you. So it could be that you get your position, you put it in, it goes up to your sponsor, but he's qualified, boom, it comes back down. And it could be to you, it could be to somebody else. Depends who is first in line to receive that. But if it comes back to you and you don't have position 3 filled, then yeah, it would go into position 2 and then into position 3. And that is the effect of the spillover, and that's going to help people get through the level 1 much faster, get into level 2 where you make more money, and where we will generate more income for the assisted entries because of position 2, 3, and 4 all being generators for that assisted entry. So I don't know whether I've explained that well enough for you, Derek, or everybody else. If there's any doubt about that, then ask more and I'll try and explain it a bit more. Okay, we've got Bozima. Random elite members receive award. Should be member and award. Random elite members receive award. Should be members and awards. Random elite. Oh, members. Let me have a look at it. Oh, we've got it here, haven't we? But I can't see it very well there on the app here. Let me have a quick look at the random elite member. Yeah, it should be members, plural. Receive awards. should be plural, from $25 to $100 every month. Yeah, I think we can. I think that needs totally rephrasing, and I'll have a look at it anyway. I only just received this just about an hour or so ago. I didn't have time to properly look at it, but I did whack it up on the scheduled thing just to create a bit of interest there. But yeah, it needs rewording totally. That I've not had time to go through it properly and look at it. But yeah, you're quite right. It does need rewording. Rosina, okay. I'm going to stop sharing that now because you do have the link. And if you've got any more comments, I mean, Rosina is quite correct, of course, as she usually is. But comments on colours, shape, size, whatever. And of course, what you think is important from the list that we have on that page. And I can't remember what's on that page, but there are quite a few things on the page. But I thought it was a good exercise to just throw the page at Mo and let him pick out what sort of hit him. And then we can decide on whether there are things that are more important or less important or whatever, and we can juggle it around a bit. But that is that is just the first hit, if you like, and we're open to changing anything on there, anything at all. Okay, and you can whack things in the comments here by tomorrow, or what day is tomorrow? Friday. Yeah, probably by tomorrow or Saturday anyway. I'll have had a look at it, and any comments that we've had, like the ones from Bozina here, I'll remember, and I'll get some of the things changed, and we'll be able to look at a revised version of it. But any comments that you have are very helpful. Like Bozina's always terrific, as you know. Okay. Derek says, thanks for the clarification. Okay, so you did understand it. Good, because some things are not very easy to explain, but it will make it much more powerful. And I mean, it's a boost to somebody as well if they get the person back that they've given away. You know, sometimes they're grieving. Oh, I've got that person, but I've given him away, and boom, all of a sudden he's back in your pay line. Then there you go. Smiles all round. Okay. Of course, you don't get a commission for position 3, but you do retain that person. They'll follow you into level 2, and that is really important. The more people you have in level 1, the more people you refer into level 1, not just about getting the commissions, you know, the $4, $4, $4, $4 for everybody you refer. It's about creating numbers to follow you through into level 2, where you're going to get $8 instead of $4 for a start, and then it really starts building when they come in through into level 3, and we've got those 2 pass up levels. Then level 3 is where you really start making some money, and that will be evidenced in the in the compensation plan, the explanation that I put together. Okay. We have numbers. I'll give you to you in a bit, but let me just check on it now, because we've got people that have allowed their subscription to lapse in the Sharehope plan again, and that it breaks my heart. They're going to lose out. Why isn't it logging me in? I'm sure we have new people in as well, but it's actually up. So I'm going to change this here. But I don't know whether they're new people or not. But we had, I think there were 13 people whose subscriptions were due for renewal. And if they've not renewed, I don't know. It's more than 13. We've got 489. No, that's it. Okay, let me give you the numbers, and then you will you will be brought up to date with that. But if you've got people in your network that that you've sponsored that are showing up and they've not renewed, they've gone from pro member to free member, get in touch with them and just emphasize the importance of retaining that position, not just for the matrix position. It is important, but it's at this moment in time when we're not growing that quickly, it's not as important as losing your start point for the guarantee. You come back into the matrix having missed a week, and you're starting from scratch on your guarantee again. You might have been involved since the beginning, 3 months or whatever. I don't know how long we've been going with it, but you may have been in for that period of time, and then you miss a week, and then you think, oh, well, I'll get back in, and you do, but you're starting all over again with your guarantee. Oh, dear. Anyway, last 24 hours, we have an increase of 84 in the 777 plan to 27,244. We have an increase of 16 in our registered members to 50,302. We have an increase of 13 in our active members to 3,716. But we're down 29 in our Sharehope paid members to 489. That's 29 people that have dropped out, possibly more, that haven't renewed their subscription, and they're going to miss out. And I will be sending a message. I didn't get around to sending any messages or emails or anything today, but I will make a point of doing it pretty early tomorrow, because Friday we've got that cut-off. They've got to get back in before that cut-off. So Multiply Visa, of course, isn't really important at the moment, but we just keep a track on it from the revenue share point of view. No member changes. We did get enough to move us up into another dollar in the bonus pool to $10,578.35 from the revenue share logging in to Multiply Visa. Alan says, any news on the progress with TCC yet? I think I just mentioned where we are with that. If you only came in just now, you'll have to watch the replay. I'm not going through it again. Where else are we? We've got somebody in from Twitch saying hi. How are you? We're all great, or I'm great, and I hope you're all great. We're all very positive, so I think it would be true to say that we're all great, and I hope you are too, Venji Janssens, or whatever your name is. Okay. I don't have anything else, and I've no more questions here. So there we are. Just on the TCC, one thing I didn't do, which I can do, I think. I'm just going to have a quick look at the rotation, and it's pretty stable around. There've been about, you've either got 5 or 6 hits apiece. Now, whether they've registered or not is another matter. I can't tell you, but I know that from the rotation, they clicked on the link, on your link to register, and or when I say on your link, on if you're in the Turnkey Cash Cow, the rotation there, the minimum that people have got is 5 people that have clicked on their link, and the most is 6. And that was just from a test run. But as I say, I can't give any information beyond that because of the tracking situation. But I will be sending some more traffic from different sources over the weekend. And I'm hoping I can get that tracking sorted out so that it is accurate. And I'm sure it's accurate on the clicks that we get, and we can check for bots and things like that. So we know if we're buying traffic and we're getting rubbish or we're getting real people. But other than that, really, the way it's not tracking isn't helping us as much as it should be. Okay. So I think we're done. No more questions. I'm hoping we can get that 777 loaded tomorrow. It'll be good if we can. I'm really happy with the projections from the changes, let's just see how we get on as well with getting the pre-launch information available. If at all possible, we'll get that launched early next week. It would be lovely to have it launched on Monday, and we can then check everything that we've got in the background, because if the pre-launch will just be you pay your money and you put in so that we can then bring you all into the matrix in the right position, the right order from the We Share Abundance genealogy. Now we'll be able to accept people that aren't already We Share Abundance members into there, but they'll have to register in We Share Abundance first, if that makes sense. So you will be able to promote it once we have it available. I'm hoping we can just do the pre-launch for about a week, and everything else should be. And I want to give a week anyway to everybody to get a chance to retain any of their downline. But what I would like is to just keep it to a week. But if we've got things in the back that we're still working on, we can extend it, and it doesn't really matter very much. It's not going to make a huge amount of difference whether it's a week or 2 weeks or whatever. But it will be great when we get that program launched. Okay, I'll be here tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Until then, you know what you got to do, don't you? Share love and abundance. Go the extra mile. Be of loving service to others. And I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. Come on now. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator.